Alright, let's get into it. The Dallas Cowboys are once again at the center of contract negotiations, and this time, they're juggling some of their biggest stars. Stephen Jones, Cowboys EVP, has likened the situation to a Houdini act, trying to keep key players like Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons while managing the team's salary cap. This isn't the first time the Cowboys have had to work some magic with their contracts. Remember the 90s when Jerry Jones bought the team and pulled off 3 Super Bowl wins? Those days seem like ancient history now, but the magic show continues. After a disappointing end to last season against the Packers, the Cowboys are gearing up for another run, and the front office is trying to perform their most challenging trick to date, signing their big 3 to record-setting deals. Recently, Stephen Jones appeared on The Athletic's new podcast, Scoop City, hosted by Diana Rossini and Chase Daniel. He discussed the pending deals for Dallas' Big 3 and where things currently stand. Jones said the team is in the middle of pulling off their own Houdini trick. Those things just take time when you're talking about the amount of money involved, Jones said. Of course, we're trying to play Houdini and keep all these guys around Dak and keep these players we were fortunate enough to draft. When you start stacking them up like that, it's a challenge. It's not that it's not doable, but you certainly gotta have some give and take if you want to do that. Jones emphasized that while it's challenging, he believes they can get it done. He pointed out how the Vikings managed to handle their star receiver Justin Jefferson's contract. The Vikings with Jefferson, they don't have one player on their team other than Jefferson making over $20 million. Of course, we got a big one in Dak, and we got Trayvon Diggs right there, then you got Zach Martin and D-Law. So, we got a lot of guys making quite a bit of money. Now, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Can the Cowboys pull off this magic trick and keep all their stars? Drop a Y for yes or an N for no in the comments section below. And don't just vote, let us know why you feel that way. Your opinions matter, and we love hearing from you. While Jones sounded confident, he also acknowledged the challenges. It's no excuses, we think we can get this done, know we can get it done, but it just takes time. Mentioning the recent extension of Justin Jefferson with the Minnesota Vikings was notable. Minnesota tried to get a deal done with Jefferson last offseason, but the talks fell through and got sidelined to 2024. Jones also talked about where the team stands with Dak Prescott. And then of course you have Dak. Obviously, his resume speaks for itself. He was second in MVP voting last year. He's just had an extraordinary career here in Dallas. Are you confident in Dak Prescott's future with the Cowboys? Head down to the comments and let us know your thoughts. Should the Cowboys make Dak their top priority, or should they focus on balancing the team's salary cap? Jones added, "We are optimistic that we can get these guys done. I know Dak, our goal is to get him done. And he knows that. We're having conversations with his agent, with Dak personally, both Jerry, Jones, and myself. He knows our goal is to keep him here. He also understands the challenges." This brings us to a critical point. The Cowboys have to make some tough choices. You know what happens to teams when you do have these high-priced quarterbacks. At some point, it's a challenge to keep everybody. The Chiefs are an example of that. They were able to survive not keeping Tyreek Hill and some other top players. They let one of the top corners, Jarius Sneed, in the league go after this season. You have to make some tough choices along the way. But we're optimistic that we can do that. Now, Cowboys fans, let's talk strategy. Should the Cowboys follow the Chiefs model and make tough choices to keep their team competitive, or should they find a way to keep all their stars? Vote in our poll and share your thoughts in the comments. Remember, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and enable the notification bell. Your subscription is very important to us and helps us bring you more great content. We appreciate every one of you in our Cowboys community. Help us grow and reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. Before we wrap up, let's consider the potential impact of these contract negotiations. Keeping Dak, Lamb, and Parsons will be a balancing act, but the payoff could be tremendous. These players are crucial to the Cowboys' success, and managing their contracts wisely could set the team up for long-term success. Stephen Jones's confidence is encouraging, but the road ahead is full of challenges. Cowboys Nation, your input is crucial here. Do you believe the Cowboys can pull off this Houdini act? Head down to the comments and let us know your thoughts. Alright, let's dive deeper into the financial implications and strategic maneuvers the Cowboys must consider. The challenge of balancing high-priced contracts while maintaining a competitive roster is no small feat. Stephen Jones mentioned the Chiefs as a prime example of a team that made difficult decisions to remain at the top. They let go of Tyreek Hill, a star receiver, yet continued to thrive, proving that smart financial management can lead to sustained success. So, what does this mean for the Cowboys? First and foremost, Dak Prescott's contract is a significant part of the equation. Prescott has proven himself as a top-tier quarterback, and his leadership is invaluable. However, his contract takes up a considerable chunk of the salary cap. Jones mentioned the necessity of give and take, which might imply that Prescott needs to be flexible for the team to keep other star players. Let's consider the scenario if Dak agrees to a team-friendly deal. This could free up cap space, allowing the Cowboys to secure long-term deals for CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons. Lamb has quickly become one of the league's most dynamic receivers, and Parsons is a defensive juggernaut. Securing these two players would be a strategic move to keep the core of the team intact. But what if Dak holds firm on his demands? The Cowboys might have to explore alternative strategies. One possibility is restructuring other high-value contracts. Players like Trayvon Diggs, Zach Martin, and DeMarcus Lawrence could see their contracts adjusted to create cap space. This approach, however, requires buy-in from the players and careful financial planning. Now, Cowboys Nation, I want to hear from you again. If Dak Prescott doesn't agree to a team-friendly deal, should the Cowboys prioritize keeping him at any cost, or should they focus on retaining CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons? Drop a P for prioritize Dak or an F for focus on Lamb and Parsons in the comments section below. And don't forget to tell us why. Another aspect to consider is the potential of new talent through the draft and free agency. The Cowboys have been successful in drafting key players, and continuing this trend is vital. However, relying solely on the draft is risky. Free agency provides an opportunity to fill gaps, but it also means navigating the market smartly to avoid overpaying. Stephen Jones's confidence in managing these contracts is rooted in the belief that the Cowboys can balance their financial commitments while remaining competitive. This Houdini act, as he calls it, involves not just securing contracts, but also ensuring the team chemistry and performance remain high. The example of the Vikings and Justin Jefferson's contract negotiations is a reminder that timing and patience are crucial. Minnesota's decision to postpone Jefferson's deal until 2024 shows that sometimes delaying a contract can be strategic. Let's also talk about the broader implications for the NFL. The trend of paying quarterbacks premium salaries is widespread, and teams are grappling with how to balance these hefty contracts with the need to build a competitive roster. Some owners are even considering a separate salary cap for quarterbacks to address this issue. Such a move could revolutionize contract negotiations, making it easier for teams to retain their star players without compromising on other areas. Cowboys Nation, what are your thoughts on this idea of a separate salary cap for quarterbacks? Do you think it would benefit the Cowboys, or is it just a temporary fix? Head down to the comments and let us know your thoughts. Before we wrap up, let's summarize the key points. The Cowboys are in a challenging yet intriguing position. They need to secure Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons while managing their salary cap effectively. Stephen Jones is confident, but the road ahead requires strategic planning and possibly some tough decisions. The comparisons to other teams, like the Chiefs and Vikings, provide valuable lessons in financial management and timing. Cowboys News TV will be closely following these developments, and we'll keep you updated with any new information. Remember, your voice matters in this discussion. We want to hear your thoughts, opinions, and predictions. So, Don't hesitate to join the conversation in the comments section. And one last reminder, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and enable the notification bell. Your subscription is very important to us and helps us bring you more great content. We appreciate every one of you in our Cowboys community. Help us grow and reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. Thanks for tuning in to Cowboys News TV. We'll continue to keep an eye on this story and provide updates as they come. Your support helps us deliver the latest and most engaging content about your favorite team. Until next time, go Cowboys!